Welcome to 2K Sports and the Western Conference Semifinals. It's an elimination game in store tonight, with the series standing at 3-1. Our game tonight featuring the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at Target Center. Hi folks, Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Brent, tonight we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
Knocks down the triple.
And a slick play called by Edwards, creating space for himself to operate.
Against Curry. Fires the three. Randall pulls down the board. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. It's a three-point game. Pass to Conley. McDaniels from long range. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And you know he's tough on the glass. Easy money there for Gobert.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch, and we spoke about how he plans to deal with the three-point king, Stephen Curry. He said the biggest challenge, honestly, it's not the shooting, it's the playmaking. Steph is an incredible passer, so you can't double-team him. He'll find the open man. As always, it's not easy fixing Steph, right?
Allie, thank you. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Conley against Curry. Pass to McDaniels. Launches it. Knocks it down from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Just over a minute and a half in. You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
They're the long arms. It's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach.
And stolen by Green. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. That one's good for 2.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
Now here's Conley to the middle. Here's McDaniels. Second shot opportunity. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
And right away, he's going to work on the boards, just fighting for every rebound.
Not only fighting on the boards, he's converting, and not just on the putbacks. It's been a great start for him.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Curry. And yep, it's good.
That's tremendous balance. Steph's ability to keep his composure in that tough situation, work in a tight space, that's impressive.
Now here's Randall. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Now here's Edwards. Clock at 6. And he makes it. Edwards has got 5.
Outstanding work in close. Edwards is just so confident from this area.
Butler, a screen on Conley. The three from Curry. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Conley finds Randall. Back to Conley. Pass to Gobert. Now McDaniels. It's stolen by Curry. It's a one-on-one situation. And he banks in the layup. 6 points for him.
Yeah, Curry going coast to coast in no time, so great speed shown on that fast break.
Well, Brent, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries, the confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's Edwards. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, Edwards can be so accurate, making shots look easy at times.
Curry against Conley. Outside Podziemski. On the wing, Green. No made baskets yet. 6 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. The three from Curry. And the Warriors with another three.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
And Chris Finch has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Brent, you could hit the three back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either.
And the Warriors making a change here. Jackson Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Jimmy Butler. Payton's checked in for Moody. And it's Buddy Hield in for Podziemski. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Trailing by 4. Three-pointer off the mark. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Edwards can't hit. The Warriors have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you gotta love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Reed finds DiVincenzo. Reed, a screen on Curry. For 3, DiVincenzo. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Payton passes to Curry. Hield on the wing. Over Edwards. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And let's get you back onto the court for more of this pivotal Game 5. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They control the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
To the inside, Jackson Davis. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Still no points. Pass to Alexander Walker. Out to DiVincenzo. Lets it go from deep. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Not letting the defense hold that shot back as Dante found a way to get it done.
Here's Jackson Davis. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Curry. Ooh, look at Curry. Tough finish off the drive.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Hield against Edwards. Reed, a screen on Hield. Fires from deep. Edwards can't hit. The Warriors trailing. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Curry, no good. Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's the pick. Shoots over Curry. Nice shot by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now in the quarter. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint, but if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
This is just not a surprise. Steph Curry is having a massive offensive game.
Edwards for 3. The rebound by Payton. The Warriors have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Pass to Curry. Goes up at the stripe. Ooh, nice job in the paint from Curry.
Curry pretty much automatic from there. I mean, where is the weak spot for him offensively?
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's got 5. Outside Reed. Reed sets a screen. For 3, DiVincenzo. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Well, you want to chase him off the three-point line. DiVincenzo able to settle in that time.
The 3 from Curry. Minot pulls it in.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Now here's Edwards. 9 points in the game. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Trace Jackson Davis picks one up.
And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense.
Free throw good, Edwards. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Minot. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jackson Davis. Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And Podziemski subbed in for Stephen Curry. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Edwards. Warriors trail by 4. Outside Hield. Here's Butler. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Randall against Butler. Randall deciding where to go with it. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's hard to believe now, but Julius Randle has been in the league over a decade now, Brent.
Yeah, it's been an interesting ride for Julius Randle. A lot of different roles, but he's evolved his game quite a bit. Some he's done himself, and then guys have adjusted around the way that he has been a leader, a scorer, a rebounder, a presence. You know, Julius Randle continues to impress and make strides. A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here's Hield. No points so far. Pass to Moody to halt the run. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
Well, because he's such a good scorer, people don't always talk about Jimmy Butler, the playmaker.
Minnesota leading by 3. Conley passes to Gobert. Outside, DiVincenzo. Conley finds McDaniels over Moody, and it's good from the elbow. McDaniels got 7 points.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Pass to Moody. Green with a screen on DiVincenzo. Counted from distance. Hield's got his first 3 points of the game.
Wow, Hield has a beautiful release on his shot right there, just barely off of his fingertips and buttery soft.
Now here's Randall. Over Butler. No good off the glass. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Podziemski. That one's good. This game is all even. He's got 5.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Conley with the ball. Green picks him up. Conley passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Gobert. Just 5 to shoot. McDaniels from long range. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. So far in this series, they've... And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And we're back with you, folks, as this exciting Western Conference semifinal game rolls on. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Outside Podziemski. Back to Curry. Green with a screen on Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Up and over Conley. And again, it's Golden State.
Well, the D has to pressure Curry at all times. You can't let him shake free for a jumper.
Conley passes to Randall. Outside Edwards. 11 feet out. Getting it done inside. Edwards. And so it's Golden State with it. Outside Curry. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Left side, Edwards. Edwards muscles it inside. Wow.
And the offensive firepower Edwards is capable of is special. I mean, we are seeing it on full display right now.
Green, the pass to Curry. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists in the game. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Now here's McDaniels. He has 7. Back to Conley. The shot comes out. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. Pass to Curry. Green with the ball. Curry looking it over. Shot clock at 6. Now Podziemski, guarded by Edwards. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, you can tell Curry knows the angles, smartly setting up another guy.
What a rookie year for Brandon Podziemski. A seamless transition into the league.
Talk about a guy who could come in and contribute right away. I remember the stretch last year. He had 3 straight games with double-doubles without a turnover. And that's some petty play for a rookie. Podziemski, he's got a great calmness and a great demeanor about him, but always willing to make the next play.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh, you could feel the playoff intensity in that block. He's playing some extra aggressive defense out there.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
All right, guys, it's this game time. Get ready to dance. Ready, everyone? Let's hear it for you.
Four on the clock. Gobert with a screen on Curry. From deep, Conley. Minnesota again missing. The Warriors lead by 3. It's blocked by Gobert. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. And Golden State also making a switch. Payton's checked in. And here are the Warriors now. Payton with a screen on Randall. Butler passes to Payton. And the shot's good. And the Warriors lead by 5.
Time and time again, Butler just making the right play.
Randall outside. To the paint. To stop the run. Edwards finishes strong against the D.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Outside Podziemski. Back to Curry. Wow! Curry takes the hit and finishes inside.
Curry's so good at working the angles inside, just adapting to the situation.
Curry against Conley. Pass to Randall. Fires the 3. Outside, Alexander Walker. Knocks down the long J. Alexander Walker's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Yeah, nice dish by Gobert. With his height, he can see over the whole defense.
Curry passes to Green. Now here's Podziemski, guarded by Edwards. Butler against Randall. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Felt like he was getting more and more hungry as he got closer to the rim. Jimmy Butler just tenacious there.
That free throw misses. Brett, you think about Jimmy Butler. Great in the regular season, even better in the playoffs.
Yeah, extremely tough. I mean, he has grit and resilience, but tough-minded in the toughest moments, and that's where his teammates rely on him. Jimmy Butler shows up big come playoff time.
Reed's checked in for Minnesota. DiVincenzo comes in for Anthony Edwards.
Well, Randall keeping you honest here. Not a knockdown shooter from that range, but is showing more and more that he's capable of doing just so.
Now here's Payton. Down low. Stolen by Conley. And now the T-Wolves on the break. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third quarter here. Randall outside. Clock at 6. Inside. And it's Randall with the jam.
Oh, that's nuts. Randall getting up there, turning a little bit, and putting on a bit of a show here.
Here's Pajemski. He's got 7. Outside heel. With the floater. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Now here's Conley, still without a bucket. Pass to Randall, 6 on the shot clock. Back to DiVincenzo, over heel. That one rolls around and rims out. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Warriors.
Great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Up top, DiVincenzo, guarded by Hield. There's the triple. Not going to go that time. Tie game in Minnesota. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Edwards for 3. Kuminga pulls it in. Golden State has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Payton passes to Curry. Oh, Curry takes the contact and hits it anyway.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Curry against DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
But what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Ingles, he's checked in for Garza. Curry passes to Hield. Looney, a screen on Edwards. Pass to Looney. Oh, and Reed with a block. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Conley's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Pajemski's checked in. Outside, DiVincenzo. And here's Clark. Conley looking for an opening. Pass to Reed. Takes a 3. Kuminga pulls it in. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
And you love how Hield is always ready with his feet set. Once the ball hits his hands, it's off.
Conley against Curry. Pass to Clark. Edwards for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Outside Podziemski. Here's Curry. An easy 2 on the layup. And it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
I think I've lost track of how many of their possessions have ended exactly like that.
In a crucial moment, too. He's been doing that all night. No one's come close to stopping him.
Here's Edwards. Plenty of space. Minnesota again missing.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Here's Podziemski. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. And the Warriors lead by 7.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Clark. And McDaniels is subbed in for DiVincenzo. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. And a big reason their team is down, the three-point line. Coach saying in the huddle, we have to battle on the perimeter. They're outplaying us from the arc. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
And Green plays with tremendous edge on the defensive end of the floor.
McDaniels can't hit.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Back to Curry. It's blocked by Gobert. They get it back. Green, a screen. Here's Butler. Second chance effort. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
The pump fake can still be used. This just in. And Butler with a great up fake to keep the defense off balance.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside Edwards.
And Edwards' teammates encourage him to be aggressive because when he is, he forces the defense's hand.
No good on the free throw.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second one. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Curry with it. Pass to Butler. Moody with it. McDaniels covering. Back to Butler. 5 on the clock. Butler goes for it inside.
And Butler just taking that motion right through contact.
And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. They trail by 9. There's the drive. The shot no good. Green with the defensive effort. Golden State with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Here's Curry. Ooh, Curry moving fast on the take.
Swift movements from Curry. The moment that opening was there, he was in it.
Edwards looking for an opening. Picked by Gobert. The 3-ball. And that's good. Anthony Edwards for 3. Edwards has got 23.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Curry. And the layup is good off the glass. Curry's got 15 points in just the second half. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Edwards. On target from about 13 feet.
Hard to leave any player that wide open from that distance.
Golden State has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Conley against Curry. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Curry excellent at reading the defense and taking advantage of any mistake.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up by 9.
taking 2 shots.
And so Curry nails both of them. And Minnesota calls time here. They're trailing by 10.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
Conley finds McDaniels. Here's Edwards. The kick out to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Curry. Conley passes to McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Another shot. That one goes in.
Can you say natural leader? Conley is especially effective at running the offense and involving his teammates through his passing.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Down low. Kajimski's shot is good. And the Warriors lead by 10.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Many league observers were starting to count them out, but tonight's effort gives them a chance to turn the tide.
It would be a major league comeback. Can they really take 2 more games in this series? I have my doubts, but we'll see.
Time for us to say goodbye. We hope you enjoyed our second round coverage of the NBA Western Conference playoffs. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And we present the player of the game, Stephen Curry.